Microsoft Stream is almost dead. End of life of this product in classic version is very close, and in this video I would like to help you to prepare yourself to set up your Microsoft 365 environment to be ready to start to use Microsoft Stream in the new modern approach which is prepared in your environment. In this video I will focus on the area how to disable upload of the new videos to the classic Microsoft Stream. What are the differences between old classic version and the new modern approach to the Microsoft Stream application, and how to prepare yourself to migrate existing content from Microsoft Stream Classic to the SharePoint or OneDrive, where the new videos are stored in the modern architecture of the Office 365. If you would like this video, please leave the thumbs up. If you want to get the notifications about the new videos, please subscribe. And if you will have any additional questions, do not hesitate, just leave the comments below. In the description of this video you will also find additional materials, additional links where you can find detailed information, where you can find Microsoft Stream roadmap, end of life timeline and the life cycle of the product. There is still some time to prepare yourself, but I want to recommend to start the preparation as soon as possible, because as we always know, that kind of time flies very quick and we will get soon to the time where this application will be turned off. And before we will move forward, let's stop for a moment to have better understanding what Microsoft Stream is, why we should bother about this application, and why we should migrate any data that is hosted there. First of all, Microsoft Stream app is the application that you can find as one of the apps connected in the Office 365. This is the video focused application. At the very beginning it was videos app, then it was migrated to Stream Classic, and now we're moving to the modern Stream approach. This is not the great path, but at the same time we cannot do anything about it. In current situation we have two versions of the Microsoft Stream visible on your Microsoft 365 tenant. One which is modern approach to the Microsoft Stream, which is more or less video player for the videos that are hosted in the SharePoint or OneDrive, and it is more or less video player, something like Word Online or Excel Online, but specifically to the Microsoft 365 hosted videos. You can see functionality is focused on delivering the content. You can use it to present the videos in SharePoint pages, in Microsoft Teams or in other areas. This is the modern approach, which have the files hosted in the SharePoint or OneDrive. This is specifically connected also with the recorded meetings, and this is quite important at this moment. If you will go back to the Microsoft Stream, you will also have the possibility to navigate to Microsoft Stream Classic, which is old version of the same application where all videos were hosted in the dedicated Azure storage. It was not calculated to the Microsoft storage, and the application in general, idea behind it was to make it more like YouTube application but in the Office 365. We already know that this approach is deprecated, and there is also lifetime end date for this product. It's important to understand that old videos that were recorded before modern approach for the Microsoft Stream are hosted exactly in here. If you don't want to lose them, or you have already the videos that are hosted somewhere in here, you will need to migrate them before end date of the product to secure that you will not lose them. In the next steps I will show you how to prepare your users for the deprecation of the Microsoft Stream Classic, and in the final step how to migrate your data from Stream Classic to SharePoint or to OneDrive. In the shared article in the knowledge base on the Microsoft Learn platform, you will find exactly the information about the retirement of the classic version of the Microsoft Stream. What is most important element is that in the 2024, in the February, the classic stream will be fully retired and automatically disabled. And what is most important part, all the videos that are hosted there will be deleted. And I can imagine that many of Microsoft 365 customers have a lot of videos hosted in there, and moreover, sometimes it is in purpose that some kind of intranet or solution were deployed and prepared, and the classic version of the Microsoft Stream was used to host that data. That was natural way of organizing the architecture of the hosting of the videos, but this approach is already deprecated and we need to adapt. In the description of the video you will find the link to this article, you will find detailed information there. So now what I would recommend you is to prepare yourself to that process. First of all, to disable that no new data will be uploaded to the Microsoft Stream. Any users that will use classic version of the Microsoft Stream will be informed about that, and you will migrate old data to the new hosting space. So let's start from disable classic version of the Microsoft Stream. To do that, open that version, then go to admin settings. And as soon you will be there, navigate to the content creation. I highly recommend you to disable possibility to upload the videos to the classic version of the Microsoft Stream and creation of any possible channels in here. Save that changes and then prepare additional message to any users that will open the classic version. By this setting you will be able to display the information that this version of the application is disabled, it will be deprecated, and any user should navigate to the new modern version of the stream in the Office 365. Thanks to that, where somebody will open the classic version of the Microsoft Stream, will get that kind of notification on the top of the screen. Normal users will not be able to upload the data. This setting will be also automatically changing here very soon, but still it's worth to add it as soon as possible. Now, when usage of the Microsoft Stream is disabled, you can check if you have any data that is worth to migrate it to the Microsoft SharePoint. To do that kind of migration, you can go to the admin settings or to the SharePoint admin center and open Migration Manager, which will be tool used to do that kind of migration. Open Migration Tool and launch Migration Tool. We will go to the SharePoint Admin Center and to the Migration Manager application, which have the possibility to migrate the data from the classic stream to the SharePoint in few simple steps. In the first step, add the new container by selecting look for the new containers in the stream. After some time you will get the list of all possible containers that host the data in the Microsoft Stream. It could be users, it could be some services or channels. You can check on your environment very easily what kind of containers you have there, especially when you're doing that first time. As soon as you will select that, do the scan for that container. It will tell us how many videos that specific container have inside. After a moment you will get the information that scan is completed and you have the list and number of the videos and the volume of the data that is hosted there. It's also quite important to verify what is the volume of the data we have here, because if we will migrate these videos from the Microsoft Stream to SharePoint, it will consume our storage in the Microsoft 365. In the past, that storage was not included as a part of the storage in the Microsoft 365. It's worth to remember about it, especially if your numbers will be much higher than this. And in the next step, the only thing you need to do is to add selected container to the migrations. You will be able to use that storage and map it to the target source in your SharePoint environment and migrate that data. Let's go to migrations. Now you can see we have the user content that was never been migrated, and we can plan the migrations. And one more important disclaimer, it's good to review how this data is used today. Functionality of the Microsoft Stream Modern is not one-to-one with the classic version. There is great roadmap behind it, but still is not one-to-one. This information is something worth to review if you will have very specific business-oriented scenarios for the videos hosted in the classic version of the Microsoft Stream. But remember, there's no chance we need to migrate that data to SharePoint because this app will be deprecated. And if you will migrate that data, it will be removed from the classic version. So again, if you have very specific business case, like using these videos somewhere in your custom apps or something different, it's worth to review that twice before we will do the migration itself. In the scenario of the user content, the data will be migrated to the OneDrive of this specific users to the additional folder stream migrated videos, and that person will have the possibility to check these videos there. If you will have more complex migration scenario when you want to migrate the data not for the OneDrive but for the SharePoint specific space, you can open details in here and dedicate where that data will be migrated, but editing the path for the target. In my case, OneDrive is perfect scenario in case we have user videos from the Microsoft Stream. In case you would like to use it for the SharePoint destination, you can manage that path in here. You can see the scenario is quite simple, it's not that complex in the area of how you can do it. The migration tools already are in place, you use them without any additional costs. But remember, check with the business if there's any advanced usage of these videos, because then it could require some kind of additional tweaking of the embedded codes or links. After some time, our migration will be successful and all the data will be migrated. Don't be surprised that at the very beginning some failures could happen in here, but when the migration tool will warm up, it fixing possible problems, and all these videos will be moved to the target environment. All the videos will land in the stream migrated videos locations where you can do whatever you prefer with them, but you can see migration itself is very easy, the tool works quite nice, but do not forget to do that to do not lose any valuable data. Of course, there is good chance that there is only very old, not useful data for anyone, but in case you will not be able to lose it for any reason, remember, you have the tools to do the migration. I hope this tutorial will help you to prepare you better for the deprecation of the Microsoft Stream in the classic version. You can see the process is not that complex, the tools are ready. But remember, it could be that you have some complex business case with using these videos that are hosted in the Microsoft Stream, so double check with your local business if such a case exists. Second, remember that all recorded videos in the past are hosted there, so if this will be required to retain them for the longer period of time, you will need to migrate them from that location to the SharePoint or to the OneDrive. And this storage will be calculated to your consumption of the Microsoft 365. There are a few things that you need to prepare before February of 2024. There is still some time to do it, but you have ready to go guideline how to do the migration from the classic Microsoft Stream to the modern approach. Thank you very much for watching and see you in the next video.